Welcome back to another episode of MoneybaggCoo Reacts. Today we will be reacting to some creepy and woke TikTok reactions. I'm talking about the kind that will have you rethinking reality. With that said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you definitely don't want to miss. Oh yeah, don't believe everything that you hear and see in these videos. Don't believe everything that I say in these videos. Always do your own research and always use your own discernment. Let's get right to it.
Y'all would not believe what they found in certain areas that were burnt in the LA fires. Could this be why the military and the FBI was deployed and was stopping people from going down certain areas? You cannot make this up. They tell us right in our faces, bruh. Y'all, look at this video. This is what they found underground.
With the hazmat, we have found a underground lithium battery storage plant for bicycle batteries that has posed a huge hazard in that area. We are working with the hazmat teams to keep that contained. So a lot of that is just very dangerous. As you just heard, the air quality in some of that area is still very, very high.
With that being said, look at this video of these people not being able to go to their homes.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Now we're getting these fake fucking long.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down below in the comments. This shit crazy, fool.
California, we have a problem.
Hello and welcome to another installment of NNN, where we give it to you straight, no chaser. Let's get right to it. LA is on fire. Now, a lot of people saying it's to cover up the pedophile trail, and all of a sudden the water ain't working, and hold on, 60% of the water rights is owned by this fucking couple. What's their name? Yeah, the wonderful company is owned by this husband and wife team. They own Pistachio, they own Fiji water. I stopped drinking any of that around the motherfucking globe. Let them motherfuckers go broke. Feeding the pistachios and the almonds, all that goddamn water. Meanwhile, people's houses burning down, dying of thirst and shit. All these sons of bitches. And the regulators who allowed them motherfuckers to own 60% of the goddamn water. Fire them motherfuckers too, goddammit. What the fuck is y'all problem? That is public water. We built the dam that's holding that water and all that shit with taxpayers' dollars. How the fuck y'all gonna sign it over to this goddamn couple? Sons of bitches. Let's pray for the motherfuckers out there that houses is burning down and shit, unless they pedophiles. If they pedophiles, fuck them. Let that shit burn. Cause I know what you're doing. You're burning the evidence up, sons of bitches, but we still gonna catch you. And let somebody do some research. In the rich neighborhoods, who had already left their house and knew that the fire was coming?
Who started the truth coming out?
Piece of advice to you is, let's take care of our mental and physical health first before we embark upon what is going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire.
Breaking news. Senator Ed Markey and I are introducing legislation to put a pause for 270 days on the TikTok ban. I'm here outside the Supreme Court. I'm hoping the court will uphold the free speech of 170 million Americans. But we need, at the very least, to pass the Markey-Khanna bill so TikTok will not be banned for 270 days. We need President Biden and President-elect Trump to pause the ban.
I mean, it's time to go and get your hustle on TikTok shop, TikTok, period. Make you a page, create, drop them videos, man, and run up that bag. For real. And I know y'all heard them say the fires that we created. Should I say allegedly? Because it did come out of his mouth. Just give you something to think about. We already be doing this stuff, though, really.
So she finds all kinds of explosives just 24 hours after this warning went out? We'll come right back to this video in 1 second. Is anybody aware that we had 3 different organizations come out today and tell us that we have a massive threat for another New Orleans type attack? Before we go any further, TikTok is speculation based off all the mainstream news outlets. Long story short, in his interview, a bunch of things were brought up. He said that things like in the mirror, it says closer than they appear. That's what the threats that we're facing in this country. He also called them unprecedented, like massive threats to this country. For validation purposes, we also have the Jerusalem Post saying U.S. agencies warn of potential New Orleans type situation. And we've heard this from multiple different people, accredited people. Just the first 2 weeks of January alone.
Talked to her, and what she said she found were pretty clear red flags that needed to be reported to authorities.
I had the master key, and I went in there, and I came across a lot of things, and I was like, that don't seem right.
33rd place in the Lake Meadows neighborhood. She says residents get advance notice that they'll be making the rounds and entering their units. When no one answered the door, she says she let herself in.
I came across some C4, some explosives, a rifle, a lot of fake IDs, a lot of fireman stuff, a lot of police force stuff, and it just looked like it was fake, you know?
Those findings are very strange, aren't they? Why do I say that? I don't know. No idea. No idea. In TikTok, this is just the news. Like I said, you'll need to pay attention.
I began to understand there's a very small group of people that influence all the companies that we watch. So they used to call them the Big Six. But Disney just bought Fox, and Disney controls Marvel, and Disney owns Lucas Studios. So look at that giant audience right here. Say a small group of people control the narratives and the content that we all see on all the channels. It makes you feel like, oh, I have lots of choices, but you don't. Who's telling them what to put on those channels? Where does that lead?
Tonight, the FBI is on the case, and they are warning big companies in America to protect their data after a big Hollywood studio got hit by hackers and several blockbuster movies ended up online.
This is the first time the United States has accused a foreign government of a cyber attack against an American corporation.
And this interested me because I worked over at Sony quite a bit during my career, and I actually had to get LifeLock during the Sony hack, so I was curious. I was like, what was this really about? Well, the narrative put out in the public was Seth Rogen and James Franco made a movie about North Korea. And so they were mad, and so they decided to hack Sony to teach them a lesson. That was a public narrative that went out, and that's what I was like, well, that makes sense. I know Seth and I know James, and they're definitely pushed the envelope of comedy, and they
say it's all about the plot, deploy, the play. Don't fall for the boo-boo, man. Question everything. Y'all don't forget to go down to the video description, hit the link to the merch shop, and get y'all some Don't Fall for the Boo-boo, man merch. I'm talking about some good fly t-shirts, hoodies, and even some long sleeve shirts, man. I'm telling you some stuff that you know what I'm saying, don't want to miss out on, man, before it's all gone. I'm telling you that now. Graffiti, print, don't fall for the boo-boo, man. Shirts, hoodies, and long sleeve t-shirts. Go get yours now while you still can.
This is one of the homes that survived the Pasadena wildfire, and the owner of this home also has one in the back. One of them burnt and one of them didn't. Check this shit out.
I talked to the owner of this house right here. In Pasadena, I talked to the owner. The owner does not have a smart meter on this house, on the front part of his house.
Smart meter.
There's no smart meter. The back house is the part of the house that had the smart meter, and everything in the back of his house is burnt. No smart meter. Smart meter.
So I go research this shit, and then I came across this video about a retired engineer refusing to let the state install a smart meter on his home. Check this out.
It's obvious Norbert Slowinski does not want Duquesne Light to install a so-called smart meter on his property. So you've essentially put a chain Yes. On your meter? Yes. The retired mechanical engineer says smart meters are dangerous.
The smart meter is not safe for the following reasons. Again, it emits high-frequency radio waves, and you don't feel them, you don't know about them, but they penetrate your body and they can cause health problems later on. My bedroom is right next door, and it will emit high-frequency waves, so I'm worried about my health and my children's health. They catch fire because there's very high voltage inside. You heard what he said on that last part. I'ma drop a part 2 showing y'all who owns all of those smart meters in those areas that burn. Until then, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
We just talked about it in the previous video yesterday and the one before that. Now we have a little bit more proof. Let me know what y'all think about that down below.
Have you heard about the insanely crazy ant bridge, that goes all the way from South Korea to Japan that scientists just discovered last week? We've observed this in nature in small creek rivers, but never across the ocean and never for thousands of miles. This is where it starts in the Busan region of South Korea in a creek right before it enters the ocean. And you can see a lot of the ants are sacrificing their little ant bodies and connecting together by their leg flipper claw things, and then letting other ants walk across the top of them. Scientists discovered where it ends in Japan, and it looks like they're snipping a leaf off a tree called a uni tree, and they're carrying that leaf all the way back to South Korea. There's plenty of food in South Korea, like leaf food for these ants, so scientists are baffled why they want this leaf in Japan. They are having to reroute boats in the region, which is costing hundreds of millions of dollars because they don't want to break it apart in the ocean, because nature is the great balancer, and I think nature is trying to tell us something with this.
Real or fake? Let me know down below.
Finest military in the world. Michael and I.
Is that anything scary?
You know, well, when Michelle's mad. When Michelle's mad.
Uh-oh.
Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk.
No lie, the first time I saw that video, I wasn't really paying attention. I thought those were the man's fingers in his mouth, man. That's the fish's lips. The fish got lip fillers or something, man. That is crazy. And who can name what kind of fish that is? Let me know down below in the comment section.
Oh, these are the people who knew too much and were silenced. Michael Jackson, 25th of June, 2009. It said that Michael uncovered secrets about a dark network involving high-ranking politicians and minors. The official version states he died from an overdose while trying to sleep that night. But how credible is that explanation? Barnaby Jack, 25th of July, 2013. This famous hacker shocked the world when, during a conference, he demonstrated how some could manipulate pacemakers to cause clean, undetectable deaths. Just days later, Barnaby was found dead in his apartment. A simple coincidence, or was he silenced for what he knew? Daphne Caruana Galizia, 16th of October, 2017. This investigative journalist exposed secrets about the elites and the controversial Panama Papers. Her research placed her in direct conflict with powerful figures. Shortly afterwards, a bomb in her car ended her life. Is it really just a coincidence that all these people met such fates, or did they uncover something they were never meant to know? But what do you think, Comment Silence? If you want me to keep exposing the hidden truth...
You got iPhone tapping your phone, recording all your calls. You got TikTok threatening to ban y'all just so they can take y'all ideas and throw it right back in y'all face next year around this time, like they do every year. You got Facebook only talking about deaths, funerals. You got Instagram, everybody on the clapping ass, twerking. You got Snapchat, everybody want to show fast videos just to show how fresh they is and get out. All these apps is stealing energy from your ass. You go out and get fresh every day just to jump on 5 different apps to become a different character on each app, and you get used on every fucking app by these motherfuckers and never seen their face. How that feel? You can use by a motherfucker that never seen their face, like a motherfucker coming in your house stealing from you, and you can never catch them. That's how these apps is to y'all. Take your energy back from these motherfuckers. Fuck them.
This is a conversation from episode 1954 with Bert Kreischer.
This is the concept. The theory that many people have is that death opens up a chemical gateway in the mind. And that chemical gateway takes whatever the soul is, whatever consciousness is, and transports it into this new realm. It allows you, your conscious mind, to access this new realm, which is available to you.
Check out this study that actually shows DMT is capable of modeling or even emulating near-death experiences. Rogan goes on to explain how ancient cultures used ayahuasca to experience this, which just so happens to contain DMT.
And so a lot of the ancient cultures that did ayahuasca and mushrooms, they would talk about this realm as being like a well of souls, that you encounter disembodied life forms, disembodied spirits. And this has been, it's been a staple of so many religions. There's so many religions that talk about the afterlife. I mean, I get that you would want to come up with something like that just because you wanted to have some sort of a reason to keep going.
Still, as Rogan is about to explain here, there's more than just the desire to believe in the afterlife, and there actually might be something to it, especially with so many cultures believing in the same thing.
Let me know what you think about that, man. Is he on to something? Do we know what he's talking about? Let me know down below in the comment section. And if you're enjoying the video so far and you still haven't hit that like button, man, what is wrong with you? Hit that like button. And you ain't subscribed either. Go ahead and subscribe, man. What you waiting on? It's free. You don't want to miss out on some of this good content that I'm going to have coming. I'm telling you, some good videos. You don't want to miss out on them. Hit that like button, subscribe. And put your notifications on to all. Hit the notification bell, man. Hit your notifications to all so you won't miss a video. It's a must. Come on now. We trying to get this channel jumping this year, 2025. Let's get it. Oh, Jackie. Oh man, he Rey Mysterio too.
What are you really shopping for this holiday season? It's okay, you can admit it, if you've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
Well, it's okay, you can admit it if you have bought an item or 2 or maybe 10 for yourself. It's okay, you can admit it. You've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it, Todd. If you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or maybe 10 for yourself. It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought 1 or 2 or maybe 3 or 4, maybe even 10 items for yourself.
It's okay, you can.
Nope, this is not all. We're getting another blizzard to the south while our environment is flooded with electrons. And we can see the aftermath of these electrons around us. But we'll get right back to that. But we have some models that are literally calling for 16 to 20 inches of snow. This Into Thin Air's post, he's usually right on point. Last time we saw all the snow over here, but this time it's centered on the Carolinas. Back to our electron map. For some reason, the whole atmosphere is flooded with electrons. I wonder why. But you can actually see this in the real world with the manifestation of volcanoes and earthquakes. Oh what, we just had an earthquake in Virginia? No kidding, huh? I wonder what could be doing this. And this is just a very small part of anything collaborative evidence. Because like I mentioned recently, everyone's having night sweats. Out of nowhere. And again, just like the last one, it really does seem like this is going to come to pass. And with it being 20 degrees below the normal temperature was at 10s, maybe 20s. Also with more snow coming, I wonder what kind of extraterrestrial properties it'll have. With all these electrons and earthquakes and crazy snowstorms, did y'all know that Argentina is now on fire? Seems like there's been fires all over the place, doesn't it? Again, I wonder why. Anyways, if you didn't get snow, you probably will this time. Let me know your thoughts below.
What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about our buried past. Now, in your opinion, is this a pyramid or a mountain? If you guess pyramid, then you're correct, dude. Look, this is the one in Mexico City, man. This just goes to show you, dude, what else is buried under our feet. I mean, really. Here's a good one right here, man. This is out in Washington, dude. Look, the Rockin' Ranch. Y'all can look it up on Google if you'd like to. According to them, it's just a mountain. It's nothing big, you know what I'm saying? But if you take a look a little bit closer, it kind of looks like it's a pyramid. What do y'all think? See, the problem with our buried past and AI and all that, this right here is a completely AI-generated image, for a fact, and it's been going around for a long time. So, oh, it's real, it's real. No, it's really not, dude. It's not. This is AI, okay? This right here is a bridge in Iran, dude. Look, this was buried under their feet, and they had no idea. This thing was built in like the 1600s, allegedly. So if you look closely right here, dude, this is in Jordan, man. See how nice that is? Look all up here, though. It kind of looks like it's melted or something, don't it? It's probably just rocks. No big deal. Then you got the Bosnia pyramid. I mean, the Bosnia mountain. Sorry. It's a mountain. It's not a pyramid, fact checkers, okay? Better angle on it, too. I'm just saying, man. There's a lot that we don't know about this world. I'll leave it at that. Y'all have a good day.
If there were a firmament that was getting lower to the ground as you went south beyond the Antarctic shoreline, planes would have to fly lower. That is something that would just make sense on the biblical Earth model. And when you look into what actually happens in Antarctica, you find out that, wait a minute, planes do actually fly lower. How much lower? Well, a lot lower. When you look at their elevation, it's around 11,000 feet in the Antarctic region. When you go to the Arctic, it should be exactly the same because they say we live on a globe and the south and the north are exactly the same. However, they're flying at 29,000 feet, far higher because they don't have to worry about a barrier. And it's not some barrier we're making up. There is footage of this barrier. We've shared it before. There are declassified documents that speak of it. The Encyclopedia Britannica talks about a dome-like structure being around 13,000 feet beyond the 80th south parallel. I used to think there could be another explanation for that. However, there might be some truth to those numbers given that they're flying that low in Antarctica. What do you guys think? Let us know. I think this is fascinating.
Let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section. I believe it's a lot of facts in that, you know what I'm saying? I believe it's a lot of truth to that. Man, it's a lot of people out here that really believe the earth is round, just like it's a lot of people out here that really believe the earth is flat. I guess I'm one of those people, man, because you know what I'm saying? The equations and the math are starting to look a little right, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think. What do you believe? Down below in the comments. Pay attention to the eyes, Chico. The eyes tell it all. Let me know what you believe in the comment section. Is Eve in a sunken place? Has she been get outy? You know, are you getting get outy type vibes from that situation? The eyes, how they were looking at it, like, I mean, me personally, I believe so. Look like you know, some Get Outy type vibes, some Get Out type vibes. You know, if you know, you know the movie Get Out. Yeah, man. Or do you think she just happy? Let me know.
Oprah went to Africa and built the school. Africa is the richest continent in the world.
The resources, yeah.
They got natural resources that don't see the shit we made up.
Yeah.
We need some schools around here. You got your television show that you made billions of dollars, not hundreds of millions, billions of dollars in Chicago, where young niggas ain't got nothing to do but kill each other, and you ain't did shit for them niggas. So I have a problem with people like that. I don't want to meet them. I'm not interested in them.
Did you go to Diddy parties?
They don't invite no like me at Diddy parties. My homeboys will rob that bitch. Tell her, put your dicks up and raise your hand and drop your money in your wallet in this basket. You know, society's in trouble, man. is in trouble. I don't know what we gonna do, but I tell the girl, first thing I need you to do, don't spend no money. Go get a photo album.
Why a photo album?
Take the pictures of your baby when your baby born. Take the pictures at 6 months. Take the picture at a year. So you, when your friends come over, you can have something to talk about, except talk about other people got there. You know what I'm saying?
Notice the whole time when they have like rappers, artists, people like him in there talking about this stuff, like they always got the flag in the background to you know, kind of have people thinking, or I guess to let people know that they really down with the program or something. I don't know, allegedly. Let me know what you think about that situation in the comment section, because some people be like, oh man, it's just a flag, woo woo. But hey man, we know what it represents. Don't even put that on me next to me, like, you know, for me to like endorse that, because especially if I don't believe, then I'm not endorsing that type of activity, which is really kind of wicked in a sense.
With 6 accounts in my name. I called the Federal Reserve Bank. I'm like, why do I got an account with $6 million in it that I've never opened myself? How did you get access to your account? That's when they really started messing with us. That's not the question. Why do I got an account with $6 million? Why do I got a Bank of America account with $20 million in it and I never had a Bank of America account? Who the hell is using the money? Then you start tracking down your social security number, putting a 0 in front of it, which makes it a 10-digit bank account number. Then you look at your birth certificate number, which is your routing number. So now you're like, hold on, I got a bank with all this money. And then you start realizing what social security is. You working for free, and then they're paying you little bitty percentages or fractions out of the account that you already had all this money built in, because you're a natural born law-abiding citizen of the creator and not of man. You can operate as an indigenous in the private as your natural born body self, or you can operate as a corporation, which is the name your mother and father gave you right before they got a social security number and then sold your soul to the corporation that we call the United States of America, which is not a country, it's a business, it's a corporation and an agency.
That is called a straw man, and all of us have that. If you don't know, now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to know more, you might want to do your own research, because it gets deep.
Alright, here's part 2 to this video. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out, or this video may not make sense to you. In TikTok, this is strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is purely my thoughts on information you can find on public record. So according to information available, the majority of smart electrical meters were installed in the Pasadena, California area by Southern California Edison between 2011 and 14. This is for the people asking how can they find out if they have one. So I looked up SCE, and this is their service area. And as you can see, they service most of LA County. But JT, how could Edison benefit from the fire? Oh, I don't know. Maybe some investments that could be very substantial. Think $8 billion would do. I wonder what projects from 2025 to 2028. I don't know, man.
Well,
maybe, oh, the road to Olympics. And yes, this is from the Olympics website. And look what it says. I wonder what it means. Oh, they're talking about Smart LA. Thomas Fire in 2017 was one of the biggest fires in California history, and it was sparked by SCE. Last week on Friday, the SCE filed a report with the California Public Utilities Commission related to the Eden fires in the hills near Pasadena. And Edison said it has not received any suggestions that their equipment was involved in the ignition of that fire. After an abundance of caution after receiving evidence preservation notices from insurance company lawyers. And then the day after, the SCE filed another report related to the Hearst fire, only after they found out that the fire agency started investigating SCE's equipment to see if it was involved. This is the Smart City Co-Location Program. And I don't know about you, but the 2 locations of these fires kind of looks like pieces on a puzzle to me. So you tell me, doesn't this look like the perfect place to put a brand new smart city?
Like I said, it's all about the plot, deploy, the play. Don't fall for the boo-boo, man. Question everything. When I say everything, I mean everything, man. Don't believe everything that they telling you. Like I told you from the jump, don't believe everything that I'm telling you. Do your own research and use your own discernment. Always. And with that said, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bells. Turn your notifications on so you can get all the videos, man. Even if YouTube don't want to give you a notification, check the channel daily, because we're gonna have some uploads. We got a lot of new content coming out, so y'all check them. You know, I see y'all here. Matter of fact, y'all beat me here. Don't meet me here. Catch me in the next video. It's your boy DONCOOZIE. I'm out. Holla.